Hi all, welcome back to Sunshine City Show. Max your host. Missed you. Well, today I want to discuss Mental Awareness Week. And also I want to get into how that affects us with conspiracy theories and with the Joesph Gregory Hallett, with the Tom Hanks, with the body doubles and everything else. So we're going to have to get into this slowly. So we'll start out with the Mental Health Awareness Week. So mental health awareness is sadly pretty much drug awareness. Because if you see someone who needs mental help, you tell them they need to be on drugs. Rather than saying, you need Jesus in your life. Jesus could be the answer to everything. You know, read the Bible, learn, focus on God, and that should be all you need. And that is a problem because we're willing to give people drugs, and you'll be right, mate, just take these drugs. And before you know it, people are hooked on meth and higher drugs because they've been taught from a young age of going to school and being disruptive and being given the ADHD, attention deficit syndrome, where the child can't focus and has to cause a ruckus. And so the teachers can't cope because they can't smack the kids because of the Green Party in New Zealand, and it'd be done throughout the world because the United Nations thinks that your children should not be smacked, they should be drugged. And don't teach your kids about God. That's the last thing they want to learn. Why would the kids believe in God when you're giving them drugs? Why would we have a culture of religion in this atmosphere right now? In this environment that we're creating. And so we're talking about mental health awareness also online. And as you know, I've been a big component of the Joesph Gregory Hallett. There's two other guys that came and became involved. I wasn't picking up the pace, and Just Tez and M Seeker got involved. And they go online together and they panel and they beat it to death, basically. And I don't really agree with beating a guy to death. He's done wrong, sure, pick it out. But we live in a mental health awareness, and I guess the Charles Ward followers are saying, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. And they're fooled. Charles Ward is a big supporter of Joesph Gregory Hallett. Now he's came out and said, well, it was a lie. But he grew from 10,000 followers to 163,000 followers of God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Now, I believe in Jesus, but when you support a guy that's sponsoring the Antichrist, people say he's a Messiah. What kind of Messiah is an Antichrist? Are you kidding me? How is he a Messiah? What part of the Antichrist and Messiah, what part do you understand? Of course, the Jews are looking for a Messiah, right? And then he calls himself an Antichrist with the letter E. And then he says Freemasons. And you can't pick it together. You can't put that together. That's Antichrist, right? Antichrist. With the I. Antichrist. Not true Christ. It's not a Messiah. And so it's disturbing. You guys, you're attacking this, but you're attacking it wrong. You're just telling them what they want to hear. You're telling the supporters of Charles Ward and you're telling the supporters of David Mahoney that Greg is a Messiah. You agree that he's saying that. He's saying he's an Antichrist. He's not saying he's a Messiah. He's coming on the long white crowd. That's what an Antichrist does. It's the returning of Jesus. It's what the Antichrist does. It copies Jesus. Wants to do the opposite of Jesus and wants to mock him and everything else. It's what an Antichrist does. It's quite upsetting. So this is Mental Awareness Week, but we need to get our facts right. And another Mental Awareness Week is space and deception of space. Something they're bringing out again, the news. Have to hound it to death. These people in shuttles on wires. We need to be lied to. We need to be on drugs if we question the media and we have fact checkers. So what they're going to do is this Joesph Gregory Hallett, right? They're going to talk about Mental Awareness Week and how conspiracy theories are dangerous. So people like myself, Truth Movement, that's why I've been attacking these people. Because they stuff up my Truth Movement. Stuff up what I'm about. And they stuff up everyone else. They stuff up We Are Change. They stuff up Tim Pool. And for sure I don't believe that these people are in space, but it's a lie. These people are on wires and they're deceiving us. And it's beyond a joke. Now we've got Tom Hanks. So what have I been saying? Tom Hanks is alive, or Tom Hanks is not dead, right? That's what I've been saying in all my videos. And what have other people saying? Tom Hanks is dead? Well, you know, he's been walking around in Australia, and he's going to be in a new movie in Elvis or something. You know, one thing about celebrities, they have money. You can put them in ankle bracelets, and it looked like Tom was in ankle bracelets and Alan was in ankle bracelets. What happens this week, in Mental Awareness Week? They're out. They're out working. Because these people are workaholics. They make lots of money and they need to make a lot more money. So I agree with Antifa that some white people make too much money, and Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres is right at the top of the list. And these people are on ankle bracelets and did wrong. They went to Epstein Island for sure. I guess that can be forgiven. But why should they be rewarded with jobs? Because it seems like you're rewarding them for jobs for being who they are, for being Epstein's friend, for surviving the Trump attack, QAnon attack. QAnon said that these people would all be arrested. And here they are walking around. Possibly they've still got ankle bracelets on, but what kind of justice is that? You've got the Supreme Court and you still can't do anything about these people, and you can put them in ankle bracelets, but they're still wandering around. It's just unbelievable. So we live in a world now of Mental Awareness Week, but we can't prosecute people who do evil. And so one thing I can say is just focus on the Bible, because in the Bible it says that the people that commit evil will live a long time. They get judged at the end of days, but you know, if they turn to Christ on the end of the day, then maybe they can still go to heaven. That's part of the problem. And so we live in a world where World Church and everybody else is setting up this Messiah. So the Jews still believe that there's a Messiah. It's going to take time for them to wake up to the fact that their Messiah with the world... Why would the Messiah need world government? Why do the Jews need to set up world government for the Messiah to come back? What part do they not understand? The Messiah doesn't need world government. That's why Jesus died on a cross. The Pharisees, they couldn't understand him. They had to get rid of him. They couldn't find fault with the guy and had to kill him. And yet you want to create a Messiah in a world peace scenario where the world are doing everything that they're told and we're drugged. It's the other thing. We put our elderly into nursing homes and then we vaccine them every year, flu vaccine. And then what do these companies do? That when you're working, they're telling you to take your flu vaccine every year. So by the time you hit 65, you're losing your memory a little bit. Then by 75, dementia. Flu vaccine, that's what it does. Creates dementia. And so what do you think COVID will do? It's going to affect your health. I call it Mark of the Beast because it's going to lead to Mark of the Beast. When you have a whole world doing a lockdown, doing roadblocks, doing everything else, and then you're doing something with its DNA, you're going in, you're locking in and killing the cells. It's not good to put electricity in your body for a vaccine. I have heard that a family, I can't say who, it's kind of close, has been paid $7,000 to be guinea pigs in this vaccination thing in New Zealand. So in New Zealand, apparently we have people being vaccinated as well. Whether or not they're in New Zealand, I think they are. I think they are in New Zealand because the son's here and he's getting married. And so I think the parents are here and they have received $7,000, which is a lot of money. to have Mark of the Beast in them. Pretty much. Because what is this thing? Why are we being pushed? And Trump's come out recently and he's talking about this. So all I can say is Mental Health Awareness Week is, yes, you can worry about this. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't. You should just read the Bible, should be aware, warn people as much as you can, and just kick a ball, throw a frisbee, see your friends, see your family, enjoy life and read the Bible and pray. Because we need help. We need help in this world because the world is not what it should be. And I realize there's a lot of truth justice warriors out there right now, but if you're going to shut down the truth movement over Joesph Gregory Hallett, that's wrong. You're shutting me down too, and I was a big component against him. I might not be able to bring up graphics, but I was able to bring up evidence against the guy. And one of you was a subscriber of me, and then you became a vlogger against him. And I get it. I didn't see it. I've been on different topics. But how can you be interesting if you're just going to hit that topic to death? You're going to research it and research every nook and cranny, everyone that was involved in it, security guards, that kind of thing. You're going down that rabbit hole right now. And it's kind of like a dead end right now. These guys are giving up. It's kind of let it go. What you can do, though, is wake up these Charles Wards. I don't think it's right that these 163,000 people, and I think that was 169,000 last time I looked, because it grew in 4 or 5 days, even though he came out and said that it was all a scam, and it's a charity scam that they've all been part of. So this is the other problem. It wasn't just Joesph in this Joesph Gregory Hallett. It wasn't just him in the scam. It was Charles Ward in the scam, David Mahoney in the scam, and a few other characters. And so they've all gained from it. And because PayPal was giving people their money back, they were sending their money to different areas because these Christians believed that he really was the King of England, because he said he was the King of England. So he wasn't just the Messiah, which was really, he was the Antichrist. Posing as the Messiah as an Antichrist, and people want to still call him a Messiah, it's just upsetting. What upsets me more than anything else, and this is the other thing, when you're getting labelled, you want to label all conspiracy theorists and truthers with tinfoil hat, and then you say, take your meds, mate. It's because we live in this med culture. And you're more than likely the person that's saying take your meds is already on meds. Because we're all in this med society right now. And I'm lucky because drugs wasn't around for me. And the only time I ever asked about drugs was the steroid one. And my doctor rang my parents, which is the right thing to do because I could have gone down a drug path with that too, on steroids. So thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and love you all. Thank you for being supporters, and remember to like my posts, like my vlogs. I'm getting a lot of support, but people are forgetting to hit the like button. Hit that like. Thanks, guys.